All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. So one of the runaways has run away from the political views of most people in the rock and roll industry. And going to talk about that because I didn't know that much about Sherry Curry other than she was in the Runaways and she was probably the least famous runaway. Of course, you had Joan Jett and Lita Ford going on to bigger and better things, but Sherry Curry is probably the smartest of the Runaways. We'll say that. In fact, if you like the Runaways, you might want to check out this young lady right here. This is Chz Kane. Her album is called Power Zone. She's more like Lita Ford than Sherry Curry. I'm sure she'd love to sing some punk stuff, and I know she does a lot of stuff on YouTube where she'll cover a song, and she may have done Bad Reputation. I'm not 100% sure on that. I try to keep track of all of the things that she does over there. But if you want music that sounds like Vixen or Lita Ford, maybe hints of Pat Benatar and Heart in here as well. Power Zone is a great album. This is retro rock at its finest, courtesy of our friends over at Frontiers Music. Now, what did Sherry Curry say? Well, she said something she's not supposed to say. She says, it used to be punk rock and roll to vote Democrat. I fell for it. But when your party demands you live in fear, squalor, beyond your means by just buying groceries, gasoline, disrespecting our veterans, our police, our elderly, supporting criminals, chaos, riots, Hamas, failing Israel, demeaning us at every turn, hurting our children, wasting our money, ineptitude with every policy, lies and more lies, no more. The Democrat Party can kiss my A double dollar sign. That's what it says. I'm just reading the way it was written. They don't give a damn. That's true. Voting Dem used to be cool. That used to be a very long time ago. But now it just makes you a fool. So there you have it from Sherry Curry. Now, Chris Lesh, I believe he's the husband to Dana Lesh, who has a show over on Bill O'Reilly's channel. Can't remember the name of the channel, but Chris says, punk to me was always anti-government and the man. Democrats were always about more government. That hypocritical dichotomy always bothered me. Now, this is something I said when the lockdowns started happening. I would go on here and say, why are all these musicians cheering this on? Yes, lock everyone down. Yes, mask up the children. Yes, force these people to take a product that, look, it should be your choice whether it's safe or effective. Someone said, even if it's safe and effective, and we prove it's safe and effective, and you've got data on it, you still can't force people to do it against their will. They may not believe in it at all, just for whatever reason. Could be a religious reason. You know what? It doesn't have to be any particular, you don't have to articulate anything in order to just say no to this, right? And so I was saying stuff like this 3 years ago, and you got like Gene Simmons out there just bloviating. You got Sebastian Bach. By the way, Sebastian Bach has a couple of really good songs for the kind of music that he makes. Just released some new material, and I'd like to promote it, but I just don't like Sebastian Bach. Sorry, I know, isn't that mean? I may still talk about it, but that guy was yelling and screaming. Dee Snider, too, another guy who was supposed to be, Mr. We're not going to take it. Yeah, we're going to take it, and we're going to tell other people to take it, too. I mean, how do you reverse that song? We're going to take it. Yes, we're going to take it. I mean, what? And that was Dee Snider. But this lady, Sherry Curry, is out there pushing back. And she answers Chris here and she says, bingo, Chris. And oh, are they the master of disguise? They lie and lie. They'll take it up the rear for a single vote. Despicable subhumans. Wow. Wow. And this is, I mean, again, this was supposed to be rebellious music, right? You go back and listen to the Runaways. These are three women that are pretty ticked off at everything, right? And it wasn't really my cup of tea when it came out, but I appreciated things like Bad Reputation. I enjoyed it. You know, it was more of a casual thing. I wasn't so into it, but later on, you could kind of hear the fact that they were just really ticked off at the man. And so when the man comes along and says, you know what, you all have to do it this way. Where are the rock and rollers from the past? The 60s rock and rollers. They were running this stuff. They're basically in charge of this stuff now. And you're thinking, these are the guys that protested at colleges around the country, pushed back against the Vietnam War, and then just wussed out. They just wussed out. Yes, let's send money to Ukraine. Now, the Ukraine-Israel thing is tricky. She mentions supporting Israel. You can support a country, though, without bankrupting your own economy. I'll just say that. That's where I differ. I think at some point, we can't be the world's policeman and we can't be the world's piggy bank. But other than that, I agree with everything she said here. And I think it's remarkable that finally you find one rock star who apparently is a mom now. If you look at Sherry Curry's profile here, singer for the 70s band The Runaways, author, actress, chainsaw artist, and mother. She's still in Los Angeles, California. Good for her. I'm going to give her a follow because I think that's really cool that she's out there and she's saying these things. Also, hat tip to my buddy Tony, who sent me this. It was a slow news day. The videos really haven't been getting viewed a whole lot. This one is probably not going to do all that well, but I'm just thankful that there are truly rebellious rock stars out there pushing back against the establishment. I thought there'd be more, but apparently here's the deal. You make more money if you go along. Like if I did videos just about the music and I didn't say anything bad about anything and I played nice with everybody, I'm thinking this channel would do much better than it does. And of course, you know, there are other things that I would do differently in order to just play along. And I know I don't do what I'm supposed to do. And hence the algorithm, especially when I post this video, the algorithm will run away. Sorry. I had to say that. Just like the Runaways, except the Runaways were a rebellious band. The algorithm is more for the establishment and for the status quo, which is another rock band, by the way, Status Quo. Just, I don't know. My brain is kind of glitching out here. Here's Chz Kane and Power Zone. Great album. If you like the Lita Ford side of the Runaways, then I'm thinking you'll really enjoy Chz Kane. As far as this channel goes, folks, I need your support. I still need you over on Patreon, YouTube memberships. Things have really kind of calmed down with the external support and the algorithm and the YouTube AdSense revenue. All that stuff is just slowly trending in the wrong direction. So again, I am a viewer-supported platform for at least 50% of what things are generating right now. So again, I appreciate everybody who's already here. I've got some great patrons who stick with me despite this. So this right here. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. God bless everyone. I pray for peace in the Middle East because peace is way better than war. And peace is actually very rebellious compared to the military-industrial complex, which are the same people, the same establishment that Sherry Curry here is complaining about. God bless everyone, and I will see you soon.